Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into the dawn of creation. We're going to go through the most exciting story ever told about how our entire world was built, literally from scratch. Seriously, it's amazing. Let's jump right in.
But first, we really have to ask ourselves, what did the world look like before everything? Imagine the biggest, emptiest room you've ever seen in your life. It's like a giant blank canvas. There are absolutely no animals roaring, no green plants growing, no bright colors painted anywhere, and no you. Our source text actually tells us that the Spirit of God was just hovering over the deep, dark surface of the water.
The text gives us three really big words to describe it: unformed, void, and dark. Basically, the earth was totally unformed, meaning it didn't have any shape at all, and it was void, which is just a fancy way of saying it was totally empty. But don't worry, that big, scary darkness, it's about to change into something absolutely amazing. The ultimate building project is about to start.
All right, let's get right to day one, where the very first step of this massive building project kicks off.
Suddenly, with a booming, powerful voice, God says, "Let there be light." And whoosh, just like that, there's light. Imagine the absolute brightest, most vivid colors suddenly flashing all across that giant dark canvas. The darkness gets completely pushed away, and everything is super bright and shining. See how God organized that very first day? He took that super bright light and called it day, and he divided it from the deep, shadowy darkness, which he called night. So now we've got daytime to play and build, and nighttime to rest. Pretty smart, right? God looked at this awesome new light stretching all across the world, shining so brightly. And the text tells us he saw that the light was good. It was exactly what this brand new world needed.
Okay, moving right along to day 2. The lights are finally on, but things are about to get a little splashy as we deal with all that water still covering the unformed earth.
God decides to do some major organizing here. He makes a giant, incredible dome right in the middle of all the waters, and he calls this gigantic dome the sky. This huge sky perfectly splits the waters down below from the waters floating way, way up high above. Now we've got a beautiful open space right in the middle.
And here comes a super important pattern in our story. Say this famous repeated phrase with me. Ready? So there was evening and there was morning. A second day. Just like that, we're officially 2 days into building our amazing world. Bouncing into day 3. You might want to grab your paintbrushes for this one, because our giant canvas is about to get filled with so much bright, beautiful green. It's time to give the earth some real shape and color. God speaks again, and he gathers all those waters under the sky into one place called seas. And guess what pops up? Dry land. He calls this dry land earth, but he doesn't just leave it empty. Instantly, he covers the land with soft green grass, all sorts of seed-producing plants, and big, beautiful trees, growing sweet, yummy fruit. Literally overnight, the world is bursting with green. Let's do a quick check on our timeline here. Look at how much we've built already. On day 1, we turned on the light. On day 2, we built the giant sky dome. And now, on day 3, we have the beautiful land and seas, totally covered in growing plants. The world is looking pretty spectacular, and God saw that it was good. But hold on, we are definitely not done. Here comes day 4, and we need to light up that big empty sky dome we built back on day 2. It's time for some serious sparkle. God creates the most amazing glowing lights and places them right into the dome of the sky. He makes 2 great lights. First, the blazing, warm sun, the larger light, to rule the day. Then he creates the glowing moon, the smaller light, along with millions of twinkling stars to rule the night.
Look at how our timeline is growing now. We've added the sun, the moon, and the stars. And the text tells us God put them up there for a very special reason, to be signs for our seasons, our days, and our years. They divide the day from the night and give light to the entire earth. And yep, you guessed it, there was evening and morning, a 4th day.
Zooming right along to day 5, we have light, a sky, dry land, plants, and a sun and moon. The stage is perfectly set. The world is finally ready for some loud noises and fast action. Yep, it's time for some moving, breathing creatures.
God commands the waters to swarm. Suddenly, the seas are just packed with splashing, swimming sea creatures, giant whales, tiny little fish, and everything in between. Then he fills the open sky with every kind of flapping, flying bird. We're talking eagles, parrots, little hummingbirds. He blesses them all and tells them to multiply and fill the waters and the sky.
And once again, our favorite phrase returns. God looks at all these incredibly fun, energetic animals splashing in the oceans and zooming through the air, and he sees that it is good. So there was evening and morning, a fifth day. Okay, it is time for day 6. This is it, the grand finale of our building project. We have fish in the sea and birds in the air, but what about all that beautiful green dry land? The biggest and most special creations are about to arrive.
God commands the earth to bring forth living creatures. All of a sudden, there are crawling animals on the ground, fluffy livestock like sheep and cows, and wild beasts like roaring lions and sprinting cheetahs. But then, God does something completely new. He says, "Let us make humankind in our image." He creates people, male and female, to be just like him. God blesses the humans and gives them a really special job. He puts them in charge to rule over all the fish, the birds, and the animals. He tells them to fill the earth and take care of it. And what's for dinner? Well, he gives the humans and all the animals every green, seed-bearing plant and fruit tree for delicious, yummy food. Let's take a look at our fully completed timeline. Just look at these amazing building blocks. From the very first spark of light on day 1, to the sky, the land and plants, the sun and moon, the birds and fish, all the way down to day 6, a world absolutely swarming with amazing animals and people. It went from totally empty to completely full of color, sound, and life. Now, the most exciting part of this entire explainer is right here. At the end of the 6th day, God stops and looks at absolutely everything he had made. And this time, it isn't just good. The text says, indeed, it was very good. That giant, empty, dark canvas is now a perfect, brilliant masterpiece.
But wait a second. We've only counted 6 days. Now that you've seen how the dark, void earth became a vibrant, colorful world in just 6 busy days of building, what do you think the humans and God did on day 7? Well, that's a fantastic mystery we'll have to explore next time. Keep learning, keep wondering, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.